reason why Bitcoin continues to go up, no matter what, I know a lot of people are like panicking that maybe Harris wins and Bitcoins go crash and we're going to not have a bull run. You know, the reason why we will have a bull run, the reason why we will continue to go up is because Bitcoin is scarce and our government in the US, and I know a lot of you guys are not from the US, you're from the UK, Australia, Asia, wherever you may be. It's the same all around. We know that. Governments around the world can't be trusted, especially with money. They're not looking out for your best interest. They tax the hell out of you because ultimately every government around the world is broke. Every government has insane deficits. Okay, and every government around the world continues to spend outrageously, continues to borrow money by issuing more bonds, and continues to print more money when they can't collect enough taxes or borrow enough money. And it's an endless vicious cycle. That's why all fiat currencies around the world eventually collapses and goes to zero. That's based on history. There hasn't been one fiat currency in the course of human history that have survived. They all eventually go to zero, and then you start over with a new one. That's just how it goes. That's human greed, right? That's why we created Bitcoin, because there's a scarcity factor and can't be controlled by any government or even any human for that matter. You take the greed part out of it, and it's just pure. That's why Bitcoin continues to go up. And now you have guys like BlackRock and Michael Saylor and other believers that are just taking up such a large amount of supply. So that's why it continues to go up, and that's why you need to grab some for yourself. And my whole point is these ETFs are already taken in 12% of the supply. 12% within 9 months. 10 months now. 10 months have taken 12%. They have enormous amount of money. Enormous. Way more than most people realize. And if you let them take all of it, eventually Bitcoin is going to reach millions. People laugh at that. Just like 8 years ago, when Trump became president, people were probably laughing at 100,000 Bitcoin. You know, at that point, people were. When Bitcoin was below $1,000, when he got elected and it was $680, and if I was streaming then, which I wasn't, if I was talking about $100,000 Bitcoin, people would be laughing. Is 100,000 Bitcoin that outrageous now? No. Once we get to 300, 500,000 Bitcoin, and I'm talking about a few million Bitcoin, it's not going to be that outrageous anymore. Right now, maybe some of you guys still think that's ridiculous. Wait another 5 years. Then when we're in the millions, it's not going to be that ridiculous anymore, right? But it's going to be like that when you have so much being removed from circulation. Every single time it happens. And you know what? It's going to be too late when people wait too long. Don't wait. I've met people that have said the same thing. Oh, I could have bought Bitcoin at $100. Oh, I could have bought it at $10. I could have bought it at $1,000. It's going to be the same story forever. When Bitcoin's like $3 million, you're going to meet people like, oh, I got to buy it at $10,000. I could have bought it at $20,000. It's going to be the same forever. It's never going to stop. Anyways, continue forward. Meta Planet gains first index listing because they have gained nearly 840% simply just by following what MicroStrategy has done. Look at this. We're at like 70,000. This is looking good. And again, it boggles my mind why others are not doing the same thing. Coinbase could be doing the same thing. Microsoft could be doing the same thing. I mean, every public trade company could just declare they're going to put a small amount of their cash into Bitcoin. At this point in time, it's not taboo to say you're doing so. It's not a negative thing. Wall Street loves it. Not sure why every public trade company is not doing it. If I had a public trade company, I would have done it a year ago. Obviously, MicroStrategy is proving it works. Metaplanet from Japan is proving it works. Why in hell is no one else doing it? I don't understand. Just do it. Just say, even if you don't believe in Bitcoin at all and you still think it's a scam, go put some money into it and publicly declare it. It will cause your stock to go up. I just don't understand it. Mt. Gox trying to cause more FUD. I just wish they finally just get rid of it all. They've been causing FUD for 10 years now, and they're still causing FUD now. They just moved $2.2 billion worth of Bitcoin. That's all they have left. No, they have... No, I think that's all they have left, yes. They gave out a lot of it. They have $2.2 billion left. And it seems like they just moved... they moved it to a cold wallet. I think that's about it. That's the only thing. They moved 2.3 billion in 2 transactions. One of it goes to a cold wallet. 100 million goes somewhere else, maybe to a repayment or something. But that's it. You know, that's it. We just need them to finally just be done. We need to get past this. After 10 years is long enough. Just freaking give everything they need to give out, and we need to be done with this. No more FUD, no more Mt. Gox FUD. We need to be done with them forever. And then here's something else that's showing the last 3 halving events. And guess what? When did the rally start? Well, right around October, November timeframe. Every single time. Every single time. It happens right around the same time. Like clockwork. Like clockwork. You know, here, Crypto Rover breaks it down for us. Every single time on election day or prior to election, you have a trap, you have a little volatility trying to scare people out. And then, you know what happens? You know, Bitcoin just pumps up to the moon, right? It happens every single time. Every single time this happens. And that's why you stay in the game. That's why you don't ever fall for the FUD. You never ever panic sell because it doesn't lead to good things. Panic selling never ever leads to good things. It only leads to regret.